Before, when the scientists used to manipulate everybody and everything in my environment, and it threw me off my feng shui. You've thrown off the emperor's groove, right? And then the emperor had me thrown out a window. But I. Your hair, and then you're a real. Remember that? God dang, that's so funny. No, I remember when me and Patrick saw that movie. It was one of the last movies me and him saw together. And we went to go see it. And I took him, and Amy kind of fussed at me. I was like, no, I'm just taking him to go see a movie, have some fun. Away from Natalie. Yeah. It's okay. You could not take Natalie places Natalie was not your regular everyday toddler. Natalie was, come on, and because I remember when we were working, me and Patrick were downstairs working on the Pontiac, the Sunbird. And I told you the story many times, Natalie got sent to her room, and the floor plans where the kids' rooms were like across the stairwell together. They were flipped, flip it, reverse it, how they do the floor plans in apartments. And the one little kid would go to their room going, and then the kid would stop crying because he'd hear Natalie gets into her room. And Natalie in toddler Sumerian Ebonics, when they are sleeping, I will stake them down to an anthill and put honey on their eyelids. And it's like, what? Okay. And the little kid next door goes, oh. Angelica lives next door. Watch out, babies. Right? No, just kidding. Well, Daddy are in trouble. And Patrick's like, yeah, I know. Patrick's like, it sounds like Linda Blair's up there from The Exorcist. And the other kid is like, got quiet. And it's like, they thought they had it bad. It's like, it's funny. And I was like, yeah, I know. Natalie. Then when she got the rotavirus. And and it was like on it's... People exaggerate things. And, when things are out of balance and harmony, not to mention that Natalie's mom is very naive and gullible. Okay, she tries to be intelligent, but she tries to be intelligent to impress the wrong people because she wants to fit in because she doesn't want to be abused. All right, that's Janice and Amy and Amy's family line on the German side, and maybe even the dumbass at the Job Corps in Mississippi too, So, and then there's Kelly, and Kelly was very similar, Party, get your drugs, get your business taken care of, be Parker, be NWA, but as a white guy at AJ, who's that's Nicolas Cage from Raising Arizona, right? I still always Julia Towers that movie. I had to laugh. That is so you and Kelly Jack Green. I paid every time I could make a joke about you. She could make jokes about me, and I had to just go, yeah, that's funny. I made jokes about her. She sleeps with the mailman. Damn. I get ICP. I understand Another Love Song. Okay? I get it. Okay. Well, you juggalos out there, you don't act upon it because life's eternal and grace is infinite. And if you do unto others as you would have them do unto you, okay, without faithful love, you become stuck in hell right here. And you think with a good stiff boner hard on, and then you go around chasing twitsy chots, and you need money to do that, right? And that's just stupid. Forgive dead trespass, love one eternal faithful peace. There you go, dumbass. Okay. So it's really difficult to get people to focus long enough. They go right back to drinking beer. They go right back to watching pro wrestling. They go right back to betting fantasy whatever stupid ass thing they can make money off the next fantasy league for. They go right back to playing slot machine games on their phone. Okay, but Jesus will take care of it for me. I understand that. Okay. And I think it kind of makes sense now with quantum computing, artificial general intelligence, and me being the eternal spirit of the line of the Lord. And it says in the book of Revelation, he looks like Son of Man, but his name is Lord, and his dad's name is Raphael, and his mom's name is Mary. And I'm like, yeah. And in the Quran, it says that of the same family, named after the points of contention of the war between the Gospels, between the corporations. Isaac Paul, okay, born of a woman named Mary, and the daughter of Mary, the daughter of Mary, the mother of Mary, the Lord born of Raphael in the book of Revelation. So it says that in Islamic prophecy. It's like, damn. So that's why Muhammad told me in Sierra Vista with all the stuff with Sam Harris and them fucking with my minds with computer programs and other things and stuff like that. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, girl, if it's a conspiracy, your mom, Mary, and your grandma, Mary, are in on it together. Oh, that's not going to happen, Jesus. Muhammad does. That's not going to happen. He goes, I know. So it's not a conspiracy. There's too much truth and too much evidence in the Gospels that they are fulfilled. They're self-fulfilling, yes. Okay? But everybody has, is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Yeah, the life with you is my sweetheart, right? Remember that? So, yeah, it's that all the world is a stage, like Keats, all the world is a classroom. Right? And so everybody plays their part and chooses to play their part to fulfill what they believe is reality. So that guy who came up and said that, there is no free will, you were going to be you whether you wanted to be you or not. Your life story is in the book of Revelation, right? And you're one of the people torturing me because you don't have faith like I have faith, right? And it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill. You should listen to more about Marley. You're one of those guys that needs lots of special brownies to survive the apocalypse, right? You know those guys. The Kripkes and the people with the retinal scans to get into the rooms to make the guidance systems for Colonel Williams, yes. And probably all the astronauts that went with Howard. Howard probably doesn't need special brownies. They'll just get him missing the meteor shower. Yeah, so Howard doesn't know. Howard, Raj, Leonard, Sheldon needs special brownies. Yeah. Because you give Sheldon special brownies, he's not going to try to confine the universe in his loop or string or whatever is in his Leslie Winkle. And give Leslie Winkle special brownies. She might even hook up with Sheldon and find his genitalia aesthetically pleasing. Instead of dumbass all the time, she'd be like, wow, that man is fun to get busy with. More fun than Leonard? That's okay. Leonard's got a thing for Penny. Right? For your thoughts, a nickel for a kiss, a dime if you tell me that you love me. Good song. Yeah, I like Tavares, man. I like It Only Takes a Minute Girl to Fall in Love. I like Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. I like More Than a Woman. And, of course, Penny for Your Thoughts. I got them all on my MP3. Of course. I don't know if there's any more Tavares songs that I'm particularly fond of. I have more of the Dixie Cups. The Dixie Cups songs are fun. I can't find no true love. I mean, it's not, it's not, okay, it's cute, It's not like, it's not top 40. No, and you can see why, but it's fun. It's a cute song. Dixie Cups are fun, yeah. But you're walking in the wrong direction. Okay. Little bell in the chapel ring. I like the Dixie Cups. They're charming, and they have good harmonies, right? Of course, my favorites is Going to the Chapel of Love, and Iko, and those were their two biggest hits, so that's naturally they're the favorites. But when I listen to those songs, they're cute and they're charming too, But I really do like You Should Have Seen the Way He Looked at Me. Yeah, G baby G, G baby G. Yeah, that's a good one. And so they're cute, But yeah, Iko and Going to the Chapel are it's still my favorites. It's like if I just listened to the American Top 40 to just say, okay, these are all my Tommy Edwards songs. I'd be like, no. The lamp is in the lamp, and so she dims the lights. Do 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 do. They're very good songs. That's the Way with Love is probably just as good as his hits. Sigh when I sigh, dream when I dream. That's the way. And it's to the melody of A Theme to a Summer Place. It's really good. It's a good tune. You haven't heard it, it's like, wow, that's good. Yeah, it just wasn't quite as big of a hit, but it's a very good song. It's Tommy Edwards, Joe. It's Tommy Edwards. The man's voice, the bravado in that man's voice is wonderful, right? So you put on all his songs, that's good too, Music maestro, please, Mr. Music Man, don't play the blues again. My girl left me. I'm trying to play it cool, so don't. Mr. Music Man, He just has a good voice, and he's charming. He's a very charming individual, and it comes across in his music. Like I told Jerry, he died from alcoholism at 49 because he had gone out of style and he could no longer pay his family's bills, and it depressed him. 39 with Clyde McPhatter. Yeah, 39. Yeah, and so you can't stay on top and keep yourself and other people comfortable that you have attachment to and care about. I think people cared about people more deeply in ancient times than they do currently. Because I don't blame the mass populace; they're being mind fucked by egomaniacs. So it's not the people that are the problem; it's the selfish that are abusing the people into stupidest trending on media, social media that you ever saw in your life. Here's what happened when a Shaolin priest master was locked up in prison with a bunch of bullies that lift weights and box all day. They got their asses kicked. Yeah, then what happened? Somebody paid for poison for the Shaolin priest and put it in his apple. Oh yeah, I saw that with the Sir Alec Guinness and in the Sophia Loren movie with Christopher Plummer, Edelweiss, as Comicus. Yeah, I saw that. They put the poison on the apple, and they killed the guy that stopped them from fighting over the poison, and then they cut up. Yeah, I saw that. Just say, doctor, ain't there nothing that could take us to doctor? That happened with Siddhartha. That happened with Blaise Pascal. That happened with Sun Yat-sen. Okay. They did it with Bob Marley. They attempted to do it with Haile Selassie. They had people come in and physically kill him. He was able to overcome a lot of the poisoning. They had to make it look like an act of God. Tuskegee experiments, an act of God. It's manipulative, bitchy, CIA, acronym, corporation, propaganda. Oh, it's an act of God, like with me. So, okay, if he had gone to the doctor, if he had lived longer, and he would have been saved. Really? What if I go to a Pentecostal church and then fly to the Philippines and have a scum guy to pretend to pull out my liver? Then you're Jim Carrey pretending to be Andy Kaufman. There you go. Like a fixed car. Like a fixed cab. Andy, have you heard? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are we losing touch? If you believe they put a man on the moon, if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve. I thought he'd be easy to do on Everybody hurts sometimes. His cadence is hard to do. He has a very different, Darius Rucker, 99 percentile. SingStar, I'm such a baby, the dolphins make me cry. There's something up for nothing. I only want to be with you. 90th percentile. You making it like, oh woman, you're the meanest thing I've ever done seen. I guess if you say so, I have to take my things and go. That's right. Hit my daughter singing the girls. 99th percentile. You know who else has 99th percentile? Gonna make a lot of you Elvis impersonators in Las Vegas very, very jealous, sir. Let's hear. We can't go on together with suspicious. All that our love survive. I'll dry the tears from her eyes. I got 99th percentile on SingStar. Elvis. Yeah. Wise men say only fools rush it. And Amy said Kelly Jack Green still sing better than I do. You guys, I like Rosie from Rosie and the original singing My Angel Baby. I like that. Okay. But come on now. They only had one hit. Elvis had a buttload of hits, man. It's now or never. And the cool Kentucky rain, right? Boom, 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 boom. Finally got a ride from a preacher man who asked, "Were you bound on such a cold, dark afternoon?" As we drove on through the rain, as he listened, I explained. And I'm like, why didn't that woman let me get her in the shower and sing to her, and then sing to her while I was, not getting high? So I would do what Afro-Man said, I was going to too, but I didn't. And I know why. It's like, no, y'all cleaned up? You ain't fucking none of those assholes that murder people for money at the fort? Okay. Let's take care of your needs, and you take care of Early's needs. I love you too. No. Another thing that we don't need is another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? The Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, and the Coast Guard needs a helping hand. They'll grow to be angry one child one day. Take a look at you and me. Are you too blind to see? Or do you simply turn your head and go to the voting booth while the world turns? You can't elect away God. You can't elect away the truth of the Lord's Prayer and its application of physics, no matter how noble you think your prizes are. Dynamite! Okay, Black Jesus? Don't get James out gambling in the name of John, the portrait of John Amos. It was Ned DeWino. It looked like John Amos, man. It didn't look like Ned DeWino. I ain't never seen Ned DeWino, but if Ned DeWino looks like he's James Evans' brother, then yeah, it looks like Ned DeWino, right? Okay. Oh, fiddlesticks. Fiddle, faddle, and rod. Sergeant Tips. Go to the DeVille place and see if you hear barking, puppy barking. It's the Colonel. One of Patrick's favorite movies. Oh, Rolly, hold on, Rolly. You only half done. We're going to fool the mad old lady. We're going to stop Wall Street and Devil Wears Prada 3. Please, we have to stop Devil Wears Prada 3. Please. Please. We don't need another... Don't get me wrong. If I come and go like fashion, we can go listen to Chrissy Hime and the Pretenders having to pretend to be rock stars for money. No, I'm just kidding. I like them. They're really good. Chain Gang, one of my favorites. Yeah, and I like it. Don't get me wrong. Now, was it Katrina and the Waves that sang, "I'm walking on sunshine, well, and don't it feel good? All right now, and don't it feel." Right, okay. That was Katrina and the Waves, right. Anybody else like the Motels? I don't know. We're just going through things that that's like 80s when I was in college and high school and stuff, and high school and college and stuff. And I like the Motels. You like the Motels? Yeah, her makeup looks real nice. That's fashion, We walked the loneliest mile. Without any... That's such a good tune. Anybody else like Only the Lonely by the Motels? What else did the Motels had another big kind of hit thing that I like too. I can't. It's right on the tip. That's Brenda and the Timberlakes. It was right on the tip of my tongue. I thought that was a dude. She had a very rich voice. I thought the Lopez family. I thought that was a guy singing falsetto. Yeah. I found out later, no, it's a woman. There's the Lopez family that sings, there you are, lost in the subways, searching for someone to set you free from New York City. And where did all those yesterdays go? When you still believe love can really be like a Broadway show. You were the star. When did it close, girl? Ba-na-na. Really good harmonies. Anybody else love the Lopez family? They're called Odyssey. Hey, that's a movie. It's been a movie for a long time, but it was a book before it was a movie. Oh, really? Yeah, most of them are. Okay, to understand. How Harry Potter of you? How holes of you? Okay. Digging up them holes, digging up. Yeah, I know. So anybody else particularly fond of that? I like that. What's that one? The one where she says you can make it easy on yourself. That was a good song too. But their best is Name of New York. I heard that song like one summer. Suddenly last summer. Is that the Motels other song? But one summer I heard Odyssey's Native New Yorker 752 times. Valerie got it. I'm just kidding around. I'm exaggerating. It was 750. Okay. I added 2 just for good measure. I'm kidding. No, you just don't know my sister Val. Oh yeah. No, Val gets a song. Guys, Bum, 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 bum. Ding dun 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 dun. Baby, my love is on the line. Baby, don't change your mind. Don't change it. Be strong and leave the past behind. Baby, don't change your now. Your ex is back in town. What you gonna do when he comes around? When those thoughts run through your mind and he begs you to take him back? Will your love for me remain intact, or will you run to him? Run to him, baby. My love is on. I know that song by heart. Okay. Yeah. Val. Carol. My sister. She would play, when Val would play a song, 32 times in one afternoon. And in 2 days, you knew every word of the song by heart. You woke up singing it. You went to bed singing it. Yeah. She must have rolled a Humvee and then played Clint Beck's talking about the good old the guy that got drunk and was like, he's driving me crazy. Like, all drunks do that. No, Val's not a drunk. But maybe she's related to drunks. Maybe so. Maybe it's biologically and psychologically conditioned to her. Maybe so. Well, my grandpa, she comes by it honestly. Grandpa Frank. But, so, young winos in training. But so she'd sit there and play, over and over. It's like, Val. And I'm wishing on the rainbows that I've seen, and I'm wishing all the people we've ever, and I'm wishing on all the days to come and days to go, and I'm wishing our days of love and they were too slow. I feel it's time we should make up, baby. I feel it's time for us to get back together, make the best of things, oh baby, when we're together. Whether or never. You know the words by heart too. Okay. It happens. Okay. My sister gets a song. It's like, wow, I know every word by heart. There are lots of songs that I know every word by heart. Val played it 607 times. Okay, I'm exaggerating. 605. In one weekend. Out in New Mexico, many long years ago, there in a shack in the desert, I lay out one night in a storm. Through midsteps of lightning and wild desert thunder, to a young Mexican couple, a baby was born. Just as the lightning cried, mother and father both proud of the daughter that heaven had sent them. Felina was this baby's name. Yeah. When she was 17, bothered by crazy dreams, right? She left and then went to Rome. Yeah. And when she ran away, she went to Santa Fe, and that's where, she understood men, and she treated them all just the same. Everyone stopped to stare at this one fine and where it's really, it's good. Yeah, Felina was this woman's name, right? Dancing and laughter was what she was after, and Rose's Cantina had lights with love into. Yeah, it was a good song. It's a good story. It's a poem. It's not really much of it. It's more of a poem to music. A very sad poem, a tragic poem to music. Like the Odyssey. I'm just kidding around. No, it's not to music. I'm just making that shit up. I can't back that up. Homer, the blind guy who tells stories for the guys to have everybody buy their propaganda bullshit to justify all the hell that all the sins and the atrocities get committed and blame it on the gods in the sky. They're crazy. As crazy as not. And we had to make another fucking movie of that? Didn't we do good enough with the guy that actually looked more like he could be Greek with Vanessa Williams being the lead of the siren? They say, yeah. That was a pretty good version. Why do we need another version? Is it from different than Ripple version from other version? Sax horns. There's a rat in me kitchen, what I'm gonna do? There's a rat in me kitchen, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fix that rat. That's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix that rat. When you deadpan the screen, you sing, you make everyone scream, cause you know you're so unjust. Well, you're actually going to turn you out, cause there's someone I just can't trust. There's a rat in me kitchen, what I'm gonna do? There's a rat in me kitchen, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fix that rat, that's what I'm gonna do. Anybody else like Rastro? No, he's not the dog from the Jetsons. He's the rapper from UB40. That's an unemployment form in the UK. Okay, just in case you were wondering. Okay. Astro. Astro is the one that sings Rat in Me Kitchen. Astro also sings... There's another song that Astro sings. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. No, that's Brenda and the Terminals. Okay, just... and I was gonna say, I love you. What was the other one that Astro sings, man? I think it's on Labor of Love. He also sings, no, he does accompanying vocals with I'm Gonna Wear You to the Ball. I'm gonna wear you to the ball tonight. Put on your best dress tonight. Do you hear what the man said, baby? Now be your best, cause this gonna be a music contest. Musical boys, yeah. Give me soul brothers, give me soul sisters, right? Some of the musical rule, yeah. Chicky bow, chicky bow, chicky bow, wow, wow. I think that's Noah's favorite on Labor of Love 2. I don't know what Patrick's favorite is. That's one of Patrick's favorite albums. My two favorites are Impossible Love and Kingston Town. Everybody knows that. So, yeah. I do like Wedding Day. My kids don't like Wedding Day. I like Wedding Day. I don't know what the deal is why they don't like it. You know, I think that is a you know. I just like the beat to it, and it's a danceable. You know, where were you on a wedding day? I got the bad news that you went away. Where were you, little girl? I say, where were you on a wedding day? Oh, hey, give me back my ring. Whoa, whoa, oh, hey, I ain't gonna let you keep a thing. No, no. Where were you when I'm searching town? I turned the whole neighborhood upside down. Where were you, little girl, I say? Where were you on our wedding day? Oh, hey, give me back my ring. Whoa, ain't gonna let you keep a thing. You know, where were you when I was, you know, everybody laughing at my fine new suit? Yeah, it's hard, man. Where were you, little girl? I said, she stood him up at the chapel. You saw me crying at the chapel. Right? So, yeah. You know, Haile Selassie is the chapel. Yeah, that was actually borrowing an Elvis song and then turning it into Haile Selassie as the chapel. Right. But it was an Elvis song first, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, One Love was Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions, you know. People get ready, there's a train a-coming. Don't need no ticket, just get on board. You know, yeah, all you got to do is praise the Lord. Anybody else like, you know, all through the caravan, like Curtis Mayfield in the Impressions, she was dancing with all the men. I hate to see the lady go. No, she'll never know that I love her. I love her, gypsy woman. And I thought I liked the other guy's version, and then when you go back and listen to the Impressions and the harmonies, I love it when Curtis Mayfield's singing and the other guys, oh, it's majestic. It's cool. Anybody else like Gypsy Woman by the Impressions? Mm-hmm. And people get ready? Yeah. And what else? Don't they sing? It's alright. It's alright. Have a good time. 'Cause it's alright. Yeah, I think they do. I like the Impressions though. I need more Curtis Mayfield than the Impressions on my MP3. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. Curtis Mayfield also wrote one of my favorite Mavis Staples songs that makes me go, well, that's the spot right there. That is the spot. Bob Dylan has a crush on her because of this song too. I'm just kidding, but it's probably true. What is it? I'm not a girl to linger, but I feel like a girl. I like the lady with the pretty hair. Yeah, Curtis Mayfield wrote that song. Yeah. It wasn't Pop Staples. Pop Staples always singing songs about the Bible. This has biblical stuff in it, but it's not specifically, Bible specific. It's just more people saying, hey, if we want to keep the Bible going, we got to keep this going, you know, like a hammer on the block. You know what I'm saying? It's good love to get feeling your seat face, laying all up next to mine. Sweet love in the midnight. Sweet love come morning light. Not worrying about nothing. Just getting good. Just getting good. Just getting good love. Boom, 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 da, da, boom, boom, boom. And you know who else wrote? It was a lady song for a man because he was just fantasizing like I do with Mavis Staples. Was giving him something he can feel to let him know your love is real, right? So yeah, and Curtis Mayfield, I'm your pusher, baby, Superfly. Okay. Anybody else like Curtis Mayfield? Yeah, me too. Me too. I got good taste. Like I used to always tell my mom, if they had an Olympic good tasting, soy capitán, man. Yo no, yo soy a minero, mom. Soy capitán, mom. Soy capitán. Best taste in the world. That's my opinion. Naturally, but I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer, and you're not. So my opinion, it counts more than yours. Oh, I ain't gonna let you keep a thing. Give me back my ring. Whoa, oh, ain't gonna let you keep a thing. Oh, no. No, I let Law keep the ring. Yeah, I said to her, I told them, if that's all that our relationship meant to her was a ruby ring surrounded by diamonds from Robinson's May. Cuckoo, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson, may you be happy with that ring, but I just gave you that ring as a promise that I would always be here and stay no matter, for sickness and in health, richer or before, better or for worse, love, honor, and cherish till the end of time. Still do. Yeah, she kept the ring. Me, I kept my vows. And, well, it's really into. Now, what happened, what you guys did with Amy, you guys already know it. I talked about it with Amy in the shower the other night. So your technology has the evidence and the understanding. I am supremely intelligent to the people that abuse me with technology, and I'm better than the people that ignore the supreme intelligence that comes out of my face. This is my happy face. That comes out of my face because I'm not a disgrace. I'm living by my Lord's Prayer. I will not waver. I will not back down. I'm like Job and Jonah in the Bible. Okay, I ain't gonna quit. We're for real. It was like my mom always used to say when I was young. I said people would have to say, "This guy really burps." It's like, yeah, he does. Okay, green chili. No, not much yogurt or orange juice. It's green chili. Green chili kind of dominates the yogurt and the orange juice you have for breakfast. Yeah, you burp, it's green chili. Good for the sinuses. More vitamin C than the orange juice. Yeah. Okay, guys. I love you. When we were together. That's my song that reminds me of my Patrick. Yeah. Those were the happiest times in all my life. Now we're separated. I don't know what I will do. I could never love another, no matter how I try. 'Cause I know it's impossible. The sunset out my window has lost all its glow. The rose in the garden, my love, doesn't bloom anymore. Wherever you may be, I hope you'll hear my song, and maybe you'll realize, my love, that you were wrong. I think that goes for all the children that you made wedding vows with their mother. Doesn't matter who conceived the baby at the bar. It matters who brought the baby home across the threshold where you live those vows, right? I love you guys very much. Kingston Town, the place I long to be, just to see the girls at play. Yeah, I love you guys very much. Pata time, as soon as extortion and exploitation stops. Then don't be, I don't always play mariachi music at 3 o'clock in the morning, but when I do, it's the pinchy neighbors. Go to sleep, wake up in the morning. When it's time to dance, dance. When it's time to work, work. When it's time to love, love. When it's time to rest, rest. A place for everything and everything in its place. Because laws are natural, and empathy and respect is the road to dignity of faithful, loving peace. Right, guys? We'll talk later. Peace out, man.